The Colombo Port City Economic Commission Bill was debated for a second day today. The Supreme Court on Tuesday determined that the bill requires amendments consistent with the country's constitution and ruled that the bill should be passed by a simple majority in Parliament.
මහානගර හා බස්නාහිර සංවර්ධන අමාත්‍යාංශයේ ලේකම්තුමා විසින් 2019 5වෙනි මාසේ 6 වෙනිදා නීතිපතිතුමා වෙත ලියන ලිපියක්. එහිදී ඔවුන් යෝජනා කරන්නේ we wish to now draw your attention to the issues explained in the paragraph below pertaining to the administration of reclaimed land in the area on the basis that this ministry has conducted with all the observations made in your opinion. Then say, in order to attain the policy objective of creating special economic zone within the reclaimed land area, enhancing ease of doing business, it is important that the port city land must operate outside the authority of Colombo Municipal Council. This is what you said, not us. They themselves says that it has to operate outside the Colombo Municipal Council. They have forgotten that. Thereafter, a key reason for the above requirement is the financial losses that could incur, and they are saying that they are willing to transfer 51% of the shares. This is what it says. Provide for an estate management company to be incorporated with 51% of the shares to Port City Colombo Private Limited. මේ පවරලා දෙන්න යෝජනා කරපු අය දැන් කියනවා රට පාවලා දෙන්න හදනවලු. මොන විහිළුවක්ද?
Our view is that to think in terms of special economic zones or whatever name that you want to call it, being so innovative that you need to even at times look for amendments to the constitution in order to create that space is not a wrong thing. This constitution is 73 years old. You have already made 20 amendments and the problems are increasing. This is a defunct constitution. This constitution is currently kept alive purely on emotional grounds. It doesn't make sense for you to centralize in this way. So in that sense, actually, the idea of a port city is not a bad thing at all. This concept of sovereignty that you want to hug on to is a defunct concept. You can't want to be a part of the global economy and then want to close yourself also from it. So these are issues that have to be thought anew. If this country is to compete in an era such as this, then taking drastic measures is something that ought to be welcome. Make no mistake, we are not opposing this bill for the reasons that the government officially state they are bringing this bill for. The reality is that there is no such thing as a free lunch. The reality is that the Mahinda Rajapaksa and now the Gotabaya Rajapaksa governments are China-centric. There is no running away from it. They are so China-centric that they use ideally good concepts but rather to compromise this country's geopolitical strategic position in order to give an advantage to China.
ඔබතුමාලා කියනවා ජනාධිපතිතුමාට කමිෂන් එකේ සමාජිකයන් පත් කිරීම අසාධාරණයි කියලා. මේ ජේ.ආර්. ජයවර්ධන මැතිතුමාගේ constitution of the commission members, the commission shall consist of 5 members to be appointed by the president, one of whom shall be appointed as the director general of the commission. The president may in his absolute discretion and without assigning any reason whatsoever thereof by order published in the gazette remove any member with effect from the date of the such publication. මේ 78 තමුන්නාසලා අත උස්සලා ජේ.ආර්. ජයවර්ධන මැතිතුමා එතුමාට හොඳයි අපට වරදයි.
For all that you say about the legislature and its powers, supremacy of parliament, you had given powers to make rules, even criminal laws, to punish people to that commission, and Supreme Court has ruled that out. There is an argument that Honorable Keheliya Rambukwala just referred to, that this does not form part of Sri Lanka's territory in terms of international law or even domestic law. Supreme Court has dealt with that. It says that so far no court has ruled that it is outside Sri Lanka. Presumption of validity, referring to annexation of this as part of the district of Colombo, they say presumption of validity exists pending a final decision by the court. So it still is open for anybody, particularly the Chinese authorities, to claim this to be not part of Sri Lanka, and this determination will assist them in that. You are enacting in your own laws when you even don't have jurisdiction over that territory, but declaring it and gifting it in your territorial waters a landmass to China, and you will reap the consequences of this in judicious act of yours very soon.
Honorable Sumandir President, in his speech, said that the court has left it open on the question of whether these part of the territory of Sri Lanka, this reclaimed land. This is what the court says in very clear terms. For the aforementioned reasons, court holds that the Colombo Port City is part of the territory of Sri Lanka in terms of the law, and Parliament has legislative power over the reclaimed area. What a lie!
Following today's debate, the Speaker asked the House whether a vote was required on the matter, to which the main opposition Samagi Jana Balawegaya stated that a vote was not required. However, Jatika Jana Balawegaya parliamentarian Vijitha Herath called for a vote to be held. Accordingly, the second reading of the Colombo Port City Commission Bill was passed with 148 votes in favour and 59 against. The bill was opposed by the Samagi Jana Balawegaya, Jatika Jana Balawegaya and the Tamil National Alliance. After the passing of the second reading vote, amendments as per the instructions given by the Supreme Court were introduced during the committee stage. During the committee stage, opposition MP Dr. Harsha De Silva presented several amendments to the bill, which the government opposed. Accordingly, there were 3 votes on the proposals made by MP De Silva which were defeated in Parliament. A third reading vote was called following the committee stage, which was also passed by a majority of 91 votes.
දසනකාන්තී චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයිෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වළකයි.